Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. You remember the big cabbage soup we had the other night? We got a bunch left. Look down here.
You made over a gallon.
I know, 4 quarts exactly. But we've eaten on it a couple times, and I'm souped out for the moment.
Yeah.
But the flavor is still delicious. It's the red beans, it's the cabbage, it's all those ingredients, and there's way too much to waste. What we could do, option 2, would be to freeze it. But we don't always do well with frozen, do we?
No,
we forget it, but it's a good option. So what we're going to do is I've got out the old fall casserole. I chose this one, not necessarily to rush fall, but see how deep it is? I need a deep one, so that's the reason I chose this one. Ooh, okay. So this has been heated, and you don't have to heat yours on the stove top. This is just to speed up the cooking process. I didn't want to start out with cold. Mama, be careful, don't let me burn. I didn't want to start out with cold soup and have to wait for it to heat. Look how thick this is. It's chock full of goodness. Now, I'm not wasting that. So we're going to eat it one way or another. Groceries is way too high, and this is way too good. And if there's a little soup left, I will eat soup again because I love it. I've enjoyed this soup. But, Mom, you're going to put a little of yours.
Yeah.
Tell me what you got there in your pot.
I got this, I can't say it right.
Little panini regatta. I can't say it either. What is it? Regatta, whatever. Panini pasta. We call it alternate panini.
Yeah, right here it is already. See,
You've rinsed it good. I can't see any of those starch on it.
It's rinsed good.
And the noodles is going to give it that different flavor. Okay, that's good, Mama. That's good. Yeah. The noodles is going to give it that good flavor.
Just scatter it out.
And I'm going to put a little cheese. And I'm going to stir it all in. But this is just the cheese on the inside. Okay? And another layer of mine. I think we're going to have plenty. Look here. This kettle is just barely coming down a little bit. Now don't worry about layering it and all that, because that's not what I'm trying to achieve. Because I'm going to stir all that in.
I don't believe you mean much more than that. That's it.
Probably not, but there's a little soup left. So I'm going to stir all this in, folks. You can add the rest of your noodles now, in case you...
They ain't the
Yeah, put the rest in it. This makes a wonderful... This ain't my first rodeo doing this. But every time I make soup, I have to do something. So, adding a little punch, you can use bow tie, you can use elbow, you can use whatever you want. But this is delicious. Right here. It's absolutely delicious. Now, I'm going to add a little bit more soup.
They're getting the bottom of it sealed down.
Now I've got some corn tortillas in there. I thought about putting them on top. It'd give it a little texture. But I'm not going to use them. You can though if you want. I like to use all that soup. I don't want just one little bowl of lonely soup in there. Okay, I want to get it all in there. But to this, you could make up Jiffy corn bread. If you're into all the bread, you can add corn tortilla chips on here. There's lots of things you can do. But for me and Mama, with all the pasta that's in here, this is going to be it. And y'all didn't get to see that, did you? John didn't tilt you down. I thought I had. But this is one of the reasons I don't try to stand up and do these cooking things, because I'm trying to do too much without being able to do the camera. So all I did, in case you didn't see it, is put layers of pasta cheese in this soup. I know y'all were probably hollering at me, but I can't read from there either. So all that is just in there and stirred up. So you didn't really miss anything. I apologize for not showing you.
We could eat chips with it like a taco.
Yes, ma'am. This is just mild cheddar. Like Mama said, you can add some corn chips or some restaurant style chips, whatever you want to add. And I'm just going to cover it with this cheddar. This is mild cheddar. You use what you got. You could even use Parmesan or anything on here. Don't be, can y'all see it now? Don't be afraid to mix your cheeses. Don't be afraid to change them. If we tell you to use one, it's always versatile, and just know if that's what we had, we'd use it too. This is 4-cheese Mexican style. This is Mama's favorite cheese. Mama's favorite cheese right here. And I'm just covering. That's all I'm trying to do is just cover the noodles and the beef cabbage. So this is going to be beef cabbage casserole tonight. Y'all knew it back when it was just a little soup. And now it's grown up into a fully grown casserole. For everybody who just hollered too much cheese, bite your tongue. You can't do too much cheese. You may eat too much, but you can't put too much on a casserole. Clean as you go. Clean as you go. I've had the oven preheating, and I'm fixing to put this in there just on the top rack. And like I said, the soup is way done. The pasta's way done. And the soup is even piping hot. So for ours today, we're just going to let our cheese melt and get a good layer on that. And I guarantee you, in about 10 minutes, that soup will reheat and it'll be bubbling brown. Let's come down here now. Let me see where y'all yelled at me a while ago. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Liz Jones, how are you? Never enough cheese from Wisconsin. That's right, Sheila. Oh, I can imagine, Sheila, you've had some of the best cheese in the world. Glad I caught you all live from North Indiana. Dinner looks good. God bless you both. Well, thank you, Brenda. We are here live about this time, sometimes 30 minutes later. We try, our goal is to be on by 6, but sometimes if I get in at 5 till 6, sometimes it's hard to get on here. And that's the reason y'all see me with a cup of coffee, because it is coffee time, but it's usually when I come home and I want a cup of coffee. I'm spoiled to having a cup of coffee as soon as I get the door. Same with church. Whenever I come in the house, from whatever event, morning, noon, or night, I think I need some coffee. Mama, I had to go pick up Mama at 12:30, 1 o'clock one night from a trip. And I come in the door and I said, you know, I'd almost fix me a pot of coffee. And she said, this late? I said, I'm not going to. But it just seems right to have it because I just got home. When I would go to my aunt's house, she always had coffee 24/7. I mean, I think she kept it all night because she'd be up to 3 o'clock in the morning. But she always had it, and that was always where I headed first. I was saying, good, hello, how are you, what's going on, as I was pouring my cup of coffee. Because that's just what you did, wasn't it, Mama?
Yeah, and you got coffee with her. She had it.
I think I got that from her. Oh, there's an active star party. Thank you all, whoever did that. I'm going to learn how to find out who sent stars so I can start doing better. I think there's a button on here. Somebody tell me there was. So what are y'all up to? It's Friday night. It's party night. Woo-hoo. We're partying at the moment.
I reckon.
What our party's all about tonight is easy, simple, one dish, wonder food.
Resting.
Oh, I love that story, Vaughn. And we're going to rest the rest of the night. We're going to rest. Can I rest?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to take that little dog to the vet in the morning.
Oh, no. Another round.
This trip is just a general trip. It's really a update from the last trip, but he's doing great. He's took all his medicines. He's 100% now.
We give it to him in weenies.
Oh, he's sad that the medicine's over.
And he's looking for that weenie every time.
Here's my problem with taking him, and I don't even know about her. He has never been a collared or leashed. And I had to take the collar off from him when I took him last time because I was just going to leave it on him. But he moped around in depression for days. It was like, you put this on my neck. So I told Mom, I said, I'll take it off, but we got to get him used to it because he's got to have a collar and got to have his tags and all that stuff. So that little dumping's
Even
going
the vet's office says, please have collars on her.
he's going to have to get out of his spoiled stage. Let me tell you what they did. See, she's never had a collar on since she's been here. Except to go to the vet. That's when she gets hers clipped. Yeah. But I bought her a brand new collar because hers was too big. The one I had for her. She came here without one. When I put the first one on, it was too big. So I ordered.
We found it out in the driveway.
Well, I ordered a smaller one. You know, collar, you want to have 2 fingers. You know that. He took hers off. Not only did he take it off, he brought it around front to me and like goes, you know, here's this collar. You put it on my mama. I don't want it. Mama said, what's he doing? I said, I guess he's bringing me Abby's collar because he don't like it. Because she had worn it. I can tell she's had a collar because when I put hers on, she shook her head and walked off and never even. When I put the collar on him, he dropped his head like, this is heavy. I'm like, it's not that heavy. But tomorrow is just catching him up on his shots, his worm, you know, all that stuff you do for puppies. So tomorrow's just would have been a visit no matter what. So that's his tomorrow. Abby's is next 10 days in September. That's coming up. So, Lord, you couldn't take both of them. No. Our vet's office is a quarter mile from here, literally. It's very local, very, very close. And so I can run him over anytime. His appointment's at 10:30. I'll leave here at 10:25 and I'll be early. But that's tomorrow's event. I'll make it up early, though. Earlier, head out and get to the market, enjoy the market, and then get back for that appointment. If you're going to have to get out anyway, make the day of it. He is growing. He's in fine shape. And he was just over there last week. And they said, gosh, he's so pretty. I said, yeah. I told y'all the assistant called me and she's wanting to keep him. I'll have to keep a close eye on him tomorrow.
She won't keep it.
Sweet and sour meatballs. Oh, Scott, I love sweet and sour meatballs. Are you making those homemade or using frozen? I've got a recipe, but I used frozen last time, but they were good. We like frozen meatballs, and I'm going to get some frozen meatballs, Italian style, and I'm going to make spaghetti meatballs, but I'm not making meatballs. It's just a lot of work. I've done it. It's a lot of work. If you make real meatballs, Scott. Hi, John and Mama Blessings. Hey, Miss Wanda. How are you? I put a dress on my dog with 30 minutes she had it off. Well, I guess so, true. Hi, John and Mama, and happy Friday night. Hey, Marianne, how are you? We are happy it's Friday night. Fuzzy again. Chrissy, I think if you have an Android, that may be the reason. But it could be our internet service has slowed down or lost some power. I've got to call them, and I did try today, but couldn't get a hold of them. But I got to get a hold of them. I was on a waiting, and then I couldn't call back, and it was just, hey, Miss Judy, hello from Texas. Texas is hot today, isn't it, Judy? Is that right? A vegetable soup, Catherine. Oh, that sounds. I've been wanting vegetable soup too. This soup that I made the other night, it's nothing like vegetable. Even though it's got tomatoes and all that, it's basically just tomatoes, beans, cabbage, and onion and hamburger meat. So, what do you make casseroles out of? Those things. So, this soup is often been turned into a casserole in this house, but we hadn't done this one in a long time. It's been a minute. Because we usually eat all the soup. honest to goodness, if Mama makes it, I wish she would just do it because it tastes better, and she can make smaller amounts than I can with this.
You keep adding.
You just do 1 can of beans though, and
You had almost a whole head of cabbage,
and she'll put a 4th head of cabbage. I can't do that. There's something in me won't let me. So most of the time when Mama makes a quick of it, we can eat it in 2 days. I made a whole gallon.
No, there was a gallon after we ate. Wasn't there? No, a gallon before we ate.
It's 4 quarts exactly on that kit.
Yeah, you had a little juice to make it 4 quarts in.
But anyway, it's good. It's good. But if we make broccoli soup, we'll make it into a casserole. Even if we make cream of potato soup and we have a bunch left, we'll put it in some kind of casserole, put some meat with it, put some onions, fix it
I
up.
make potato soup. I don't make that much.
Now Mama don't, but used to we did. But I've not had this one in a long time. Is the casserole, but it's good. I've had cabbage casserole. The only difference in this, in making it from scratch from the start, is I wouldn't chop my cabbage up quite as small for a casserole as I would the soup. That's the only thing different, really. Come get me. I'm burnt up in Texas. Roger, I bet you are. I heard Texas was hot, and don't you? It's 84 right now. And don't y'all be fooled living around here. It's gonna get hot again. We got more hot to come. We don't never get off that easy. It's gonna be hot, and we'll have some real hot.
I was saying on Facebook where there's decorating for Halloween. Some even saying the cool weather was whispering to them to decorate their trees. And I thought, oh, when it gets up to 90 something again, they're going to be saying it's too early.
I come to a residential area on some of my, when I go to certain offices, like I come back and I come to a residential area. Let's see, this week before last, on Friday, people had pumpkins everywhere. So that means 2 weeks today, there was already pumpkins and skeletons and stuff. I thought, we early, but we ain't late. Mom, I'll get that. That's
I'm just going to see if the cheese is melting.
You're going to open the dough?
No, it's melted smooth on the
Good.
Open the door for you to see it.
Let's let it brown just a notch. Now, oh, it smells good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on this, let me give you some other ideas. And I've done some of this, but I know some of it would be good. You could layer this with corn tortillas, the little round disc, not the soft ones, but the real yellow corn ones. You could layer all that with that, then put your cheese on there, and it would be so good. You could put cornbread on it. I have put cornbread on it, but when I've done the cornbread on it, I mixed up Jiffy in a box and poured it on there and let it bake on there, and it was good. This is the first time probably that I've ever just put cheese. I usually put something, either cracker crumbs or something. But with the pasta, that's enough carbs to that. Let's just tell it like it is. I don't want to overdo it. Nancy, I'm not a school teacher. I did teach school. I don't care one bit for anybody. I mean, I'm proud of I love my job. But we do have a social media clause at our work. And in order for me to tell people where I work or my title, I have to do a disclaimer on every video I do. Now, that's okay if you do a couple of videos a month. But when you do them every day like I do, that's the reason I don't post it anywhere. It's just for the public. It's not that they care for people knowing where we work. It's just if I make a statement or something, I have to declare that it is my opinion and not the views or opinions of my employer. So I would have to make that statement on every video, and I would have to print it in here somewhere. So I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to forget it and be like, for got to put that disclaimer on. Can't do that. So it's not that I'm as Jethro said, a double knot spy or anything.
A double knot spy.
It's just we have a social media clause in our work that, you know, if we advertise where we work, anywhere in our social medias, then we are responsible for everything. It depersonalizes your page to me. And that's the only reason I don't. Because, you know, it's no secret or anything. I love my job. Some school systems are the same way. Most governmental, I do work for a government agency, so most governmental agencies have something like that now. It's just a blanket coverage, so if people post something on there or something, it's just not good. Which I would never post anything negative or anything. But I did teach and I enjoyed the school system, but this came along and I liked it better, and I've been here for going on 23 years, 24 years, 23, somewhere in there. So I'm pretty content. Oh, so good to see you both live, watching y'all from Southern Illinois. Wow. Hey, Mary Kay, how are you? Thank you for having a hard time hearing and missing the first part. Marsha, can you hear me now? I've got the big microphone on.
Well, you were standing away from it when you first came on.
Oh, that's another thing. That's the reason most of the time I sit here. Me and Mama's almost equal height here. But when I stand, if I'm talking to you just like I did a while ago, I forget about you got to go look at the food. And then I find myself in betwixt and between. And I don't like it. I get confused. And I don't have a camera person. It would help if I had a camera person. And if I put y'all over there or over here and stand over there, I'd never see a word. It would be impossible. All right, folks, it's bubbling. And it's not quite brown. But I probably have to broil to get the brown. Is that your thunder?
I don't think so. We're not supposed to have no rain in there.
Well, might have been a truck. I guess we don't have to have it brown, I guess. The noodles are going to change the flavor and the cheese is going to change the flavor. So it's going to be a little different meal. So we like to do this. And it's going to keep us from wasting all those ingredients. And we'll probably eat on this couple of days.
Yeah, maybe.
So when you upgrade your leftovers, you probably create more leftovers. And you can have those for leftovers, so leftovers.
Yeah, you have to give up on it for long.
For long. It's puppy chow. Here. Depending on what's in it. I don't know if we can feed this or not. If there's onions in it, so probably not. But anything just pure, something like chicken or something like that we have that's good for them, we give it to them. If not, it goes in the trash. If it's old, or we share it with a friend. This is a weekend, so we may have company. If we have company tomorrow, we'll fill up a to-go tray and send it with our company.
Maybe if they come.
If they come. So here, we want you to have this.
Take this and get rid of it.
Mama, you sing, and if you feel like it, dance a little bit.
Oh, no. I don't want to bring into one of those.
Are you scared?
Yeah, I'm just scared they call the
Dance police?
dance police or singing police or something.
Is there a dance police?
They must be. I'm afraid to go ahead and do it.
I don't think you should fear, Mama. I think you could probably hold your own.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells so good. It smells.
She's opened up that oven door and I feel the warmth. I'm cold.
It smells a little like lasagna.
Well, you've got such a big container. We won't eat that in 2 months.
I know, but it's all the soup. I knew I had to have deep.
Oh my goodness.
I knew I had to have deep, Mama. Because
the light too.
Oh, mercy. Don't leave that light on.
No, the other light you stick together. Still did good.
What do you want to drink, Mama? You got your Coke there?
Yeah.
It looks good and icy. I'm drinking water. Let's look at the food now. Come on over here. Don't that look gorgeous? Don't that look just like eating time? Mama, that's your statement every time.
I know it.
The cheese is starting to brown a little. Mama wants a big old bowl full, she said.
No, she don't. That's it. I ain't letting her.
Let me give you some juice.
I don't need all that. You do it every time. I tell you not to do that. You don't.
I know,
listen.
and I wonder every time, why does she keep saying that stuff?
And then I leave part of it because I can't eat it all.
Well, I want you to eat plenty.
You don't listen to it.
I know. It's always been a problem of mine, and you've always reminded me of it.
I'm gonna have
Even
to,
as a small
I'm
child,
gonna have to take you
you
back
would
to-
say, you just don't listen.
That's right. You just don't listen.
Here it is, folks, just like downtown. I know it looks a little bit like the soup, but we're going to taste it with the noodles. I think the noodles are going to add a good element to it. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this meal. We thank you for providing it for us, dear Lord. We thank you for allowing us to join together and take it. And dear Lord, we just want to pray for every prayer request that's out there and put a hedge of protection on each and every one of us. Be with our country. Be with this world. In your name we pray. Amen. All right. Now, I have got to put a little pepper on here. I did the soup too. So, would you like pepper, Mama?
No, I can smell it over here. Whew.
My pepper?
Yeah.
Well, that's just one kind. That's that tricolor peppercorns. You know we love that.
I leave the pants blowing it no.
That's just plain old table pepper.
Now show them how black it is before you mess it.
Mama, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's a good healthy amount. Here we go.
No wonder I could smell it.
With the cheese and the pasta.
Mmm.
Here's the first good bite. Let's try it.
Be careful of that cheese.
Did it get hot in that oven?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to cause them about these ovens. Everything we stick in there burns our mouth. Mmm. I like it just as well as the casserole as I do the soup.
Mm-hmm.
Which you like it best?
Either way. It
The
just
soup was good the other night, but somehow these noodles and cheese
changes it all around.
changes it around. It's almost like a lasagna with beans or something. Mmm.
He would say, how can you taste it with all that pepper?
The noodles add an element that the soup certainly didn't have, and it's very good. Mmm. It tastes like a cross between goulash and lasagna somehow, don't it? It's very good though.
Goulash is what I was thinking more than lasagna.
It's very good. And it don't taste like the soup.
No.
We're going to be a while to eat this whole thing so we don't have any more leftovers. Is anybody in the local area?
That wants to try this. Drop by, get you a bowl.
It's pretty good. So what have y'all been up to? What are you going to do tonight? You making any big weekend plans? My husband loves pepper. Cheryl, I love pepper. And I'll eat pepper on salad. I want a lot of things. Gravy, breakfast gravy. Now that's my pepper place. I really love a lot of pepper on that.
And your salads, it's black on top with them.
Mm-hmm. And that's just the first layer. Those cheeses really, really amp it up a notch. It's very good. The name of the game is let's not waste food. And this is a good way not to waste food. And it's an excellent way to get a meal on the table in a hurry. So I encourage you to take those leftovers, turn them into something. If you've got... She don't want y'all to know she sneezes. Till she leaves. You all right?
Yeah. I didn't want to sneeze at the table.
Like if you have, for example, if you made macaroni and cheese, that's another thing we tend to overmake. You can take that macaroni and cheese and put a little ham in it and put it in a dish like this. It's absolutely delicious. Chili, you know, take your chili that's left over. You've eaten chili maybe 2 nights, you're sick of it. Take that chili and make tacos out of it. It's very good. There's all kinds of things you can do to save that $1. And we make this with a pound of hamburger meat and onions. And we put 2 cans of red kidney beans in it as soup and some tomatoes, tomato juice, crushed tomatoes, and a half a head, well, 3/4 head of cabbage. So all that we paid for. And we ate it and we enjoyed it, and I've had it for 2 meals. This tonight is a little different. Tastes great. We're going to have it 3 meals. So every time you get a meal out of it, you save some money. I like that. Plus, like I said, it puts a quick, easy meal on the table on a Friday night. You think you can eat this 2 more days, Mama?
I don't know about that. I may leave that to you. I might eat it 1 more. Oh, about 2 more.
I think I could eat it 1 more, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we got company coming tomorrow, and we'll give them some. Food hardly ever goes to waste here. I mean, the occasional bowl of green beans or bowl of mashed potatoes that's left in the refrigerator, but eventually. Now, we'll feed the pups the mashed potatoes and the green beans, so it don't go to waste.
They love the green beans, and they're good for them.
Mm-hmm.
They got the bacon flavor, and they'll eat the...
And the corn. They'll eat the corn.
Vegetables ain't bad for them.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't feed them this because it's got onions in it. But if it didn't have onions, which you all know, a lot of times we don't put onions because of Mama. So that gives the pups an opportunity to get more than most.
You know, Dutch had that dog, or his
Schnauzer.
Schnauzer. It would go out in the garden and pull up green onions and eat them.
I guess the rule of thumb is if they eat them on their own, ain't much you can do, but they say they're not good for them.
But it was all right. It must have needed something in it.
Maybe it didn't eat as much as we think. Maybe just eat the green part.
It might do it, but it would pull them up itself and chew and eat on them. I've never seen one or heard of one doing it before.
When I box this up to get, the leftovers, I'll take this good side. It's not even been touched, and I'll put it in an aluminum foil pan with a to-go lid on it, and we'll offer it to our friends when they come by. They don't care to eat with us. They like to eat with us. Folks, what are y'all up to tonight? What are you gonna do? You're gonna make some memories. I have casseroles any way you make them. I love them too, Brenda. I love them. Green beans are very good for dogs. Yes. The vet has told me before with Maggie and with Sierra both, Sierra especially, Sierra would eat. Buy a case of green beans at the grocery and just have them on the shelf. And if they eat and they act like they want more and you think they've had enough, give them some green beans. At least it's healthy. It's a green, it's roughage, so it's all good. And dogs tend to like green beans. We eat leftovers and redo them into something new sometimes. Yes, those are. If you do that, let's see who was that? That wasn't a name. Let's come back down here. Ozark Living and Cooking. Yeah, you've got to. You can't throw out and waste, and we can't. A lot of people. I've got some friends that they just absolutely won't touch a leftover, and I'm like, what about a redo leftover? No, I said, we do a lot of redo leftovers. You can turn it into something totally new. Roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
Oh. Well, I'm going to sneeze again.
I'll sneeze with you, Mom, if it makes you feel bad to sneeze.
I can't do it.
Oh, how funny. Roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
I don't think I've ever had Yorkshire pudding.
I need to look up Yorkshire pudding and see what that's all about. Mama, you could use this sandwich and chips. You love sandwiches. Mama, do you love sandwiches?
I don't.
Mama's not a sandwich girl.
I'm a potato girl.
She's a potato girl. I like sandwiches.
I don't hardly ever eat sandwich.
Mama's not a sandwich girl. She'll eat a tomato sandwich or something, but she's not big on. She barely eats a hamburger. Hi, John and Mama from West Virginia. Your dinner looks good. Well, thank you, Robin. I wish you was here because I could give you a big old bunch of this. And Deanna, hello. Hey, Janie. My dad. Come on now.
It won't go, will it?
No, my dad's dog would go and pick tomatoes and eat them. Cherry tomatoes. Well, see, Cheryl, that would have been my kind of dog. I might have had a fight with it for eating my tomatoes, but we could eat together anyway. I don't know how to cut. Most of the time those are flying so fast, I can't read them. Tonight they're not wanting to move. There they go. My dog loves green beans. I get the... Yes, Beth. Mary. Steak taco I had for dinner tonight. Hello. I ate split pea bacon soup tonight.
Wow.
We had some split peas, but we never did make the soup. I wanted to try some soup. Bacon would be good in it. I love leftovers. Now, Patricia, you got those who love them and those who don't want no part of them. Some people would rather have the leftovers as the meal. I'm okay with them. Now, I don't want them too often. But what I mean is we've had soup twice out of this, and I could eat this again because it's different, but I'm not wanting 3 nights or something. Because I just want to venture into something else. I'm tired of it. I want something else. But I've always been that way. But now I do get stuck on foods. And it seems like lunch, I'll eat the same sandwich or I'll eat peanut butter and jelly for 3 days in a row and not really think much about it because it's quick, it's easy, and I'm out the door. Or I'll eat, a slice of ham and a slice of cheese and a little bit of Dukes and run out the door.
No bread.
Yeah, I'll roll it up. But, and I'll roll those up in sandwich bags, no bread sometimes. It's just something to get you through the day. To me, I look at eating 2 different ways. And Mom will tell you, if it's this kind of meal, we're sitting down, we're enjoying it, then I care what I eat and I'll do. If it's a lunch at work and I'm sitting at my desk eating it anyway, Ham and cheese rolls is fine. Mama fixes my lunch. I don't care what she puts in it. It's just something to kill the hunger and move on. But if you're going to sit and it's a part of your relaxation, if you're going out to eat, then I want everything to be good and I want, but every meal's not your last, hopefully. People a lot of times will act that way. I've seen people, fast food places, they get the order wrong or something. Hopefully that's not your last meal. Hopefully they can fix it that you can eat it. I understand some people are allergic to onions or something like that, but it's better just to say, hey, can I get this without onions? Or, I'm allergic. I can't even take those off. Whatever. But it's better to just relax a little bit. Just relax. You don't have to get, lunch rage. Mama, what are you going to do?
Tonight, nothing.
Okay.
It's relax time.
We might go to the park. You know what we ought to do tonight?
Oh. Go sit on the back porch?
Yeah, or we could run to the grocery tonight and we wouldn't have to do that this weekend. I've had an idea.
Who?
Get the grocery store over with for the week.
Don't get much and go in the morning when you're downtown. We're going to have to cut back on groceries.
Yeah, we're eating less, which is good. We need to get on a better program of good eats. Guess that would cut out gravy and biscuits.
Oh, no. Never.
I don't ever want to be without the foods I love. I mean, there's a time comes you can't have them. So as long as I can, even though they may not be the best for you, if it's in moderation, I want to enjoy gravy and biscuits, all that good stuff. Just eat a little less.
I've seen this thing. I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was for a certain health problem or just for health in general. But everything they listed on there not to eat
What's your favorites?
was all my favorites.
I knew that was coming because I know her favorite. Sausage and biscuits is her favorite for breakfast.
And everything I said, they was nothing.
Now you can change because Mama used to wouldn't touch that old white gravy. I remember her niece loved that old gravy from down there to the Double Arches. And she said, I don't know how she eats it. She won't eat mine. It's good, but she'll run down there and eat theirs. Guess who now loves the Double Arches gravy?
Yeah, I've learned in my old age to not have to be.
And I have to buy the packets of white gravy, pepper gravy, because she loves them. It's good. I make her for them here at home. And now, confessions, I've made it for her so long, instead of making 2 things of gravy, I can eat it too. It's not my favorite. But I'll eat a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I eat less now than I used to, though, because I ain't wasting no carbs on that.
We used to have biscuits and gravy every Saturday and Sunday when your daddy...
You know what happened to our biscuit gravy routine?
Your daddy wasn't here, did he?
Well, that may have been one thing. But somebody broke our gravy bowl.
That was me.
And it's not tasted near as good ever since then.
I bumped it out of the cabinet and broke it.
No, I think somebody was in the cabinet and slung it because I've never seen a bowl fall so hard and hit so fast.
I bumped it and it fell.
It was the Tupperware Ombre Orange.
No, it wasn't Tupperware.
I mean, not Tupperware, Fire King Ombre Orange.
I've had it for all these years.
And I said, Mama, I'll try to find you another. She said, don't find another one of them. It won't be mine.
That's right.
And I said, okay. But if I found another one of them, I'm going to get it because I think it's the best tasting gravy bowl I ever had. But if I found another, it's Fire King Ombre, and it starts out orange and went to red or vice versa. And I have seen them online, but I've never seen one like at a thrift store or at a Goodwill.
It was high online though, wasn't it?
It was
$20-something.
$20-something, but anyway. Mama was getting a bowl out of that cabinet over there one day where we kept the bowls for years and years, and that bowl has sat there for years. And I heard pow, and she goes,
Sounded
"Oh!"
like a cannon, and I cried.
And she said, "Oh, I broke my bowl." And I said, "You broke your arm. What's wrong?" And I looked, and there the bowl was. Just.
That's silly to cry over a bowl, but I did.
But you'd had it for how long?
Oh Lord, I don't know how.
Ever since you started.
Ever since it come out, I guess.
So in the early 70s. So it's as old as me. That's a long time to get attached to a bowl. Isn't it, Mom?
It sure is.
And I thought that was a gravy bowl. I didn't know it was anything else. That's what Mama always put her gravy in. And I'm not joking. It took me a while to get used to making it in a different bowl because I knew exactly where to put the milk. I knew exactly where to put the water. And then different bowl was a different situation.
And you couldn't get the ratio just right.
That's the truth. I learned how to make gravy in that bowl. So I blame Mama for us getting off our gravy game. Any bowl will work for gravy, laugh out loud. It will, Pam. We're learning. Hi, y'all. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Patty. Hello from Paducah, Kentucky. A gravy bowl, especially. It is, Sheila. It's your gravy
When it's
bowl.
been on your table all these years.
Honest, I've never. Honest to goodness, my whole life, I never ate gravy out of another bowl at Mama's table. Always in the orange bowl, because y'all know how picky she is and how strict she is. You can get the wrong kettle to heat water, and she'll say, "That ain't the kettle I use." True story?
No, I'm not that bad.
I want to record her. If you all look back through our video, she'll probably hear it. She's strict. Folks, we're going to head out of here, and we're going to say you all have a blessed night.
Yes.
Make some memories. It's still early. It's just 6:08. You got plenty of time to get out there, even though daylight is gone an hour earlier than it was a few weeks ago. Get out there and make some memories. Do something. Go somewhere. Go right around. Go do your grocery shopping. So you don't have to do it in the morning. If Mama will let you. Say goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful night.
Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.